Well, hello there, paintball family. Welcome to the next episode, August 16th, 2026, of the Roundtable Podcast. We had a good episode here for you, a couple different topics we're going to go over. But first off, we actually have something that's kind of hit a little bit home lately with some of our own members of the podcast itself. And that would be the topic of stretching. Now, as I'm sure you know, that this topic is important. You need to warm up. You got to get going and moving because sometimes you just got to be patient with us because, some of us are from the 1900s still. Late 1900s, of course, Most of us didn't come over with the Oregon Wagon Trail, but we all know about the Oregon Trail and all that fun stuff too. So make sure it's important to get yourselves warmed up so you can actually get onto the field and hopefully not pull a hammy or an Achilles or whatever you decide you want to pull. So be safe out there and do some warm-ups. All right. Well, like I said, we do have some good episode here, so let's get some of our regular people on here. We've got Brock Skullman. We've got Echo.
Sorry, buddy.
We've got Chris here. We're going to got Night Owl here, maybe. And then we've got Katie here as well, too.
Yay, Katie's here.
I'm here. I made it.
Welcome, everyone. How's it going?
Doing good.
Going good this evening.
All right, Chris, I understand you had something you want to talk about, my friend.
Yeah, I was hoping TJ would get on here. Speaking of stretching and everything, TJ didn't get hurt on a paintball field. I think he slipped in the bathroom, but he's actually got a blood clot in his leg, so he's been kind of.
TJ's on here on the comments.
He's on here.
Yeah, is he?
He's in the comments.
Yeah, he is. TJ, I was gonna let's see. We've got a couple events.
Hey guys, we're trying to get this to work. It doesn't appear to be doing the things.
Did we lose it?
Yep. There we go. Never mind. Just go ahead, Chris.
Okay. Well, couple things I wanted to go over real quick is number one, we're going to be at I guess it's Fort Knox is our next game. I think it's in about 2 weeks. Brock, I think TJ sent you some information on that game, but we need to.
1 second. Let me pull that up here.
Yeah, because we need to get them on here to talk about that game. That thing, they do it every year. It's a pretty big deal. So, and we haven't been there before. So we need to help them promote that and get that built up as good as we can. Get there so they have a good turnout, and even better turnout. And then the next thing is for our West Coast boys, we are actually going to the Decay of Nations game. Katie, I wish you were flying with us. It's just me and TJ, but I know.
That's fine.
But
when exactly is that?
That is
if he can walk, but what if he can't make it?
Well, you might have to. Then September 26th and 27th. And I haven't been to SC Village. It's been 25 years, and that's a legacy field for sure. And I hope to get to see our War Boys on there, which we need to get the War Boys on the podcast here because they're a bunch of pump players that are in Southern California. That way we can help. We'll keep posting about when and where these games are going to be. And then back to TJ there. Hopefully TJ gets rested up. He's on medication right now trying to recover. So we got a lot of people. So there he is.
Zachariah is
asking.
Zachariah Jones is asking if you're going to Resident Evil, Chris.
I don't. Are we going there, TJ? You know more than me.
What's up, TJ?
What's going on, guys?
Are y'all going to Resident Evil? Zachariah Jones is asking. No?
I don't believe so. Right.
What field is that?
That one is Future Ball. It is October 10th and 11th.
Okay.
Are y'all able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We can hear you.
Well, I'm clear. Timothy.
Yeah. I have a huge lag apparently.
Yeah, you are kind of dragging. but yeah, I haven't. The TJ usually keeps up with which games we're going to. That Resident Evil game. I don't know what we've got going on in October. I think we got a good many games happening.
Future Ball. Yeah, it's Future Ball.
Okay. Thanks, Zachariah. That it's hard to keep up with all these.
I know
stuff.
what's wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, that weekend there's a local game I'm going to go to at Red Fox. I mean, you're probably familiar with it, Chris, because it's kind of local, the field. They don't barely do any scenario paintball games there, so I'm trying to get a little bit of numbers there. So maybe if they see that, they'll see, okay, maybe we should do some more scenario games. They do a lot of rec ball and a lot of airsoft stuff out there.
Yeah,
They have an amazing field. It's a nice field. It's a
been
really
there for 40 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good field. It is. It just needs some recognition, I guess, or some fire lit up under it or something.
I just don't think he's very ambitious about doing those. It's just he does the private groups. That's all they worry about.
Right. I'm gonna see if we could change that. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, at least it's a rec field, you know. So.
Yeah.
We need those for sure.
Yeah, it's a good field. I mean, I played it before. I played 1 or 2 small games there, and I play rec there every now and then. You know, it's my little 20 minutes from my house field.
So we don't take up too much of the time because we want to get Gatormaille on here, and I'm going to duck out when he does that. But I did want to talk about, you know, we still have the mag fed being worked on right now. That pump semi, the N45. If TJ will get back to work, you know, we'll get that out hopefully in the next week or so, so you can see that done. I know that's pitiful, isn't it? You know, Katie, you got to pick up the slack. You know,
Katie been busy. I've been seeing the videos. Katie been busy, or she been looking. She's been
I'm
looking
trying.
busy. I put it. She's been looking busy.
Do you
Yeah,
know
well,
it?
you know, you don't realize how many parts and pieces we have to put together, make on those machines and assemble. There's a lot of it. So Katie's
It's a
been
lot
doing
of
a
little
bunch of
bitty
that.
pieces.
Oh yeah, I've been
Little
there.
assemblies.
Yeah,
I've never built one, but I've been there. There's a lot of parts.
yeah, it doesn't end. Let's see that. Oh, and you know, I've got that our knockoff of the knockoff Havoc. We'll probably show that here soon. We probably won't have those available probably till, you know, toward November. We'll probably let that out. But we've got a bunch of other stuff being worked on. We've got more autococker parts coming out, more pneumatics for those. You know, we'll start showing all that before long too. So.
Does that mean you're going to have a variety of new parts to be able to change out and upgrade, or?
Yeah. Yep. Man, there's so much to do to autocockers. It's insane. In fact, I think here in the next week or so, we ought to have Mark Davis back on. There's actually a new a Mark IV custom one that he's doing that we're doing together. This custom anodize he's going to show. So I'll just give you kind of a heads up on that too. That's a really neat thing. I'm not sure he's watching tonight, but he does. I'm gonna get him to show some of his custom engraving too. Yeah, we got a
Very
lot.
nice. It's very nice.
Yes.
His engravings that he's been working on lately are absolutely gorgeous. They're pieces of art.
Zachariah said, "Hurry up and finish the MagFed marker."
Yeah, I know. The MagFed. I've gone through several kind of evolution. I've gone through kind of an evolution on that because I'm trying to do something different. You know, there's so many of the MagFeds that are out. They're all the same. So I'm doing something a little bit different with that, and that is slated to come out next year. We've got a lot of stuff from this year that's coming out that I want to make sure we get out and gone. You know, because we'll have new versions of stuff for next year. But the MagFed is being worked on, guys. Don't worry, that was happening. We've got a new electric gun that's being worked on right now. So
are you telling us?
Huh?
Are you telling us it's going to be like a Star Wars blaster?
It might be.
It's gonna be a ray gun. He's building a ray gun.
You know, I want things to look futuristic. I'm so sick and tired of how paintball guns look. I'm really struggling to make things look really different. You know, we really need that, but we'll see what happens. You know, MagFed guns actually there's a lot going on in them to make them feed right. And, there's a couple iterations that'll evolve if that's successful. So, we'll just y'all have to be patient with us. There's, with pitiful TJ not down, and he's laying out on me all the time. He at home hurt. So, and Katie's having to step up. So
I got you, Timothy. We got you.
there you go. But yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow morning. So, but I'm going to duck out and let Katie talk. Katie's been doing a bunch of live stuff, and
I don't have anything. I mean,
where's the joke? You're supposed to have us.
I don't have a joke right now. I don't have a joke for today.
Sitting right here.
Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's right there. Hear
There you
ye,
go.
hear ye.
Yeah.
We got Timothy here.
Yep. How you
What's
doing,
up, Paulie?
But yeah, let's. I guess y'all go ahead and have at it, and y'all
Come back soon. Don't
really-
leave me there by myself.
you're what?
I told Timothy to get well soon, so he can
Yeah.
get back to us.
Believe me, I'm trying.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to. I'll be listening to the show. I'm going to duck out and let y'all finish up. But you know what? I'm glad Damien is on the show. I really like his product. That Gatormaille chainmail is really neat stuff. So I'm glad we finally got him on the show to talk about some stuff. So it's really a good group of guys too. So it's always a pleasure seeing them at the games. So yeah. Okay, guys, y'all do good. Have a good show.
All right.
Good
Take
evening,
care,
Chris.
See you, buddy.
Katie, your sister's on.
My sister?
Yeah.
Oh, she is. That's great.
Give her a shout out.
Hello, Kyla. We love you.
There you go.
You're amazing. You're the best sister in the world.
Wish you were coming out, Cliff.
All right, so we're gonna do a couple of minutes on stretching and then get to the
Katie,
show.
you got anything or anything you want to talk about, Katie?
Just kind of talked about whatever I've been doing. Just little assembly parts and all that stuff and all that jazz. Trying to make it happen.
Will you be going to Fort Knox also, Katie?
I'm not sure.
Depends on whether I'm going to die or not, to be honest with you.
Well, let's hope that don't happen.
Don't die. Don't die.
Don't die and bring Katie.
Yeah, don't die and bring
Also,
Katie. There you go.
Look, don't
Yeah,
die,
win-win.
but also I'll be there for you. I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a rough couple weeks, man.
Well, I'm sure you'll pull through.
We're all feeling that. It's
Well, that's a good segue to go into Brock. I believe damaged his hamstring. Is that correct?
yeah.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a hammy?
Yep, I strained it at Monster and then went ahead and told myself I shouldn't be running at Tomb Raider. And I went ahead and ran Saturday, ran again Sunday, and been paying for it.
Golly.
Thankfully, went to the sports medicine doctor and everything's looking good. Looks like just a strain. But definitely something I haven't been doing since I've been back is taking the time to make sure the stretch before games. As long as I've been an athlete, I know better. As long as I was a wrestling coach, I know better. And it's something that all of us, none of us are getting any younger. And we need to be taking the time, make sure stretch before the games, after the game, take some time and stretch too. And help minimize that risk of those injuries. The older we get, the easier it is for something to go wrong.
Well, there's three of us here right now. You got TJ he screwed his leg up a few weeks ago. You screwed your hamstring. I tore my Achilles at the same game you
about left
stretched
your
your hand.
Achilles there, apparently.
I about left my TJ and Brock were there. They didn't see it happen on them, but they saw the pain
Was it
out.
like a sniper just got you and he was down, or did
No,
you not
I
know until later?
I didn't know till later, but I couldn't walk. Like it was
Because you just toughed
unbearable.
it out at the beginning.
Well, what I did was the last 2 hours of the actual game, I rested. I stopped. I took my cleats off. I just rested. And then like a dummy, kind of like he did, and went running at the next game. I went out. Now, I didn't know it was my Achilles for 100% sure. It felt like my Achilles.
Right.
I'm not a doctor. I thought it was just maybe an ankle issue. And I went and did final battle. And I was like up front, like there's the video, like you see me like booking it up front. And like I was in so much pain during final battle. And then I come back home, I get it checked out, and come to find out I had a partial tear in my Achilles.
If nothing
Be
else,
careful with
Echo,
that, because you can't fix that. Like you can't really kind of put that back, you know.
No, a full tear you can. They can go in and surgery. I mean, I guess maybe a partial tear they could, but it's to the point where it's not where it needs surgery. I've just been in the boot. It takes for a partial tear. They say 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how severe the tear is.
Sure.
And right now, I'll be at 4 weeks on Monday when I'm supposed to get the boot off. So I'm guessing it's a small tear. I get an MRI on Tuesday to find out exactly what's going on in there. And fingers crossed, everything is good. I can move my ankle. The Achilles is still there. The surgeon looked at
all
all
your
that.
ABCs with your foot.
Oh yeah, he did all that stuff.
You got to do that.
Oh yeah, I had to do all that. Yep. So I'm going to be. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, if nothing else, at least you are lucky and you didn't hit the eject button and throw yourself off the truck at an event already.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was
Ejectocito,
that was
cuz.
brutal when you went falling out there.
Timothy did the ejectocito because he didn't even get into the seat before it
No.
ejected.
Didn't even make it into the truck.
So
And-
the truck rejected you, not the seat.
Like he hit the button as he was going in, and it sent him out as he was.
And
going.
the scary thing was, I think it scared Brock more than it scared me. I was
Yeah, you
hurting.
went down hard.
I was hurting, but I thought Brock was going to have a coronary.
He was
Okay.
like, "Oh my gosh, is he okay? Is he okay?" And I'm like, "He's fine. He's gonna be okay."
So
Give him
bottom
a second.
line, everybody, is do your stretches, do whatever it is you have to do before a game or any activity, not necessarily paintball. If you play pickleball, whatever sport you play, just because you were an athlete and you're not getting any younger, like Brock said, take you
If
10,
just take a
15
jog down
minutes.
the street, you still have to stretch.
Right. Stretch your legs, stretch your back, your arm, whatever it is you got to stretch. And it will help you in the long run, because if you don't, you're not getting any younger.
Ugh.
You're going to start hurting stuff.
Well, if
But
you
we've been
remember,
on-
if you ever used AOL Messenger, start stretching.
Yes. But like you said, if you were born in the 1900s, well, go ahead and stretch.
Sadly, I was on Mindspring and not AOL.
Yeah. You remember Livewire.
Dude, I remember when MTV started. What are you talking about?
You mean when it had music?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're getting a little off topic here. We're almost at 20 minutes, so I think it'd be a good time to
Guys,
start
I'm going to let y'all have it.
bringing some guests in.
I'm on enough damn drugs right now. I don't really.
Okay, we'll come back to work soon. Okay, please,
Maybe, if you're lucky.
please.
She would love for you to come back to work.
I'll bet. All right, y'all. Later.
Take care of yourself, DJ.
Appreciate you coming on for the time you did.
Later.
Bye.
All right, Katie. Anything else before you head out?
I guess
No jokes.
I don't have any jokes right now. Not good
Oh,
ones,
geez.
anyways. Maybe next time.
All
At least
right.
I'm here for it, right?
We're gonna expect you to be prepared, okay?
I'll do better next time.
Write 'em
you
down.
did great.
Appreciate you coming on.
Huh?
Thank you very much, Katie.
Okay, y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, next we got our kind of a main segment. We got Joker from Gatormaille here is going to talk to us about his products, some awards that he's going to be giving out, as well as a game. Joker, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Good evening. How is everybody?
Well, we're here. We're ready to talk.
Beautiful.
So-
Beautiful.
For those of us that don't know, what exactly is Gatormaille?
So Gatormaille is a line of custom chainmail protection for paintball and airsoft. We have been in business 6.5 years now. Well over 8,000 products worldwide at this point. I'm actually just getting ready to ship out an order to Australia that we took some weeks back. So we have shipped international now. We've traveled back and forth across the U.S. We made it into Canada. Going to be making a trip back into Canada here at the end of September. But it has become extremely popular.
Fantastic. Yeah, I've seen it around. I saw you, maybe not you in person, but I saw your stuff in person last year at Fulda Gap.
Oh yeah, we were there in person last year down at Fulda. We were out on the other side of the U.S. for Super Game Oregon last year as well. Not this year, but the year before.
Okay.
Yeah, they're at a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun being out on the West Coast. First time in a long time. First time as the business, which was really cool. But essentially, the product started kind of as, hey, that looks. I want to do something really cool because I get into all the medieval stuff. Reached out to a buddy and said, hey, can you make me something that's lightweight to look cool on my mask? And he said, yeah. And he made it. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then somebody else saw it and said, hey, can you make me one? And I said, sure, why not? And next thing I know, we got it all over the place. I'm looking forward to seeing Cliff again when we go up to Canada. Cliff's a great person. I've known him since about 97 or so. We like to share stories of my glory days on the field, which are few and far between anymore because I'm getting old. But we used to have a lot of fun back in the day playing paintball north of the border there, which was really fun. But we started out with the neck protector and kind of was like, is this really going to go anywhere? And within about 6 months, it was, we can make you one, but we got like a 4-month wait because we have so many of them, and there's only my wife and I making them, and my wife does like 98% of the labor on them. And people were like, okay, that's cool. And we were like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. Then we introduced the full head wrap cover, which it does great against first strike rounds, even when they blow off part of your mask, like happened to me last.
Got to see that firsthand over the weekend. That one to the back of your head, that sold me that I need to get one of those.
Yeah, it's definitely when you're taking first strike rounds to the head and you're coming off there without any black and blue marks, bleeding or lumps. It definitely does what it's supposed to do. But we have 3 different types of head coverings now. We do tank covers, which are kind of really cool because it allows the people at the air stations to still be able to see hydro dates and stuff without you have to take your tank cover off, but it still gives your tank all the protection it needs while you're out running around being a nut on the field. We do what we refer to as our ball walls, which are loincloths for the guys. And the premise behind it is it absorbs the shot so you don't. We didn't leave women out. We do our sports bras, which are called battle boobs. They're all custom made to the female player's sports bra. It's not going to stop the paint from breaking, but it's going to reduce the impact by about 75%. So no more black and blue marks on those real sensitive areas, things along those lines. Over the last couple years, we've grown that over 30 different colors to choose from, and we make it basically how you want. We expanded into some soft goods as far as our own products, but now we're even into the old gun market where my head tech. We're rebuilding Angels and Bushmasters, shoebox shockers, cockers, mags. We get into all the old school stuff that a lot of people are like, yeah, we don't know how to work on this or we can't find parts for it. We got you covered. We're currently working on 29 Angels, bringing them back to life currently. That'll be available through us. But yeah, we like the old school stuff, and we average right around 20 to 25 events a year, all over the place. And we're basically those are vending events. We produce 5 games a year currently, 2 2-day games and 3 1-day games. And our next one coming up is going to be at OX Angelica or OX Western New York, whatever they're calling it nowadays. I know it is GRC up in Angelica, New York, called Spaceballs, the paintball game.
Now, y'all be vending that game, or will y'all be playing that game?
We're producing and vending that game.
Okay.
So, we like to have a lot of fun with our games. I don't know. Echo, you may have been to one of our games before. I can't remember, but I've had a lot of the nomads at my games. But we like to produce games that are player fun. We do a lot of things for players because, again, the players are the ones that are out there. We want them to come off the field laughing, joking, having a good time. One of our big things is we're writing missions, and when I'm writing missions for events, I'm writing a mission that if I'm writing it and I'm laughing about it, it's going to be a lot of fun, and that's what I want. We started doing collectible props a couple years ago, to where about 90% of our props in the game, if a player finds it, they bring it back to production. I sign off on the numbered prop, so I know it's been turned in, and the players actually get to keep them as mementos of the game.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because sometimes people find props and they're like, I want to keep this like a souvenir, so I don't want to turn it in. And I'm like, but dude, like, it's part of the game, and they're like, but we're up so many points, it's not going to matter, and they'll keep the prop. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, that's just that many points, but they want to keep it because it's a memento, like you said. So that's awesome that you do that. That's great.
Yeah, and it not only that, but think about when you're playing a scenario game and you have 5 or 6 teams that are running missions for you. And at the end of the day, when we're giving out awards, you can't give out an award to every one of them. One team gets that award. And all those other teams that busted their butts, they're not really going home with anything, but now they can. We do, like our flags for our flagpole stations are all custom printed for the event. So at the end of the event, they go to people. My wife custom crochets props, which is really cool because people see the work she puts into them and they're like, these are awesome. We send them home.
The Gatormaille itself, you make custom, because I've seen people with them with their names in it.
Oh yeah,
special colors. Like, so it's not like they just have a stock variety. If you order something from them and you want it custom, talk to them. I'm sure they can make something happen for you.
Yeah, Brock's getting a really nice skull and crossbones. I just sent him a picture of today. He's getting.
Do you have any there with you? You could put up on the screen to show us. The way everybody watching can see.
I've got some pictures.
There you go. He got some.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's Rob Fireflies, actually. One of our first runs of Gatormailles we ever made. That one right there. That one's 6.5 years old.
Wow. And then we've got
the tank cover.
Yep. Let's see. I think that's about all I got at this moment in time. Let's see here. I'll try to get a couple.
If you go to our website, we do have a website and e-commerce on our website now at gatormaille.com. All of our chainmail products are up there, patches and stickers and stuff. Coming soon will be markers and soft goods and things like that as well. It's kind of a little slow process. with as busy as we get building everything.
Right.
Now, soft goods and stuff. Do you have soft goods when you vend, or you're saying altogether?
Nope, we do soft goods as well when we vend barrel covers, headbands, head wraps, custom printed microfibers for us. I've had some people come up and see our Gatormaille custom printed microfibers, and they're all done in house by one of my players. And they're like, "Hey, can we get custom printed for the team?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get you hooked up with the guy." We have access to do that. We've done jersey design. Jersey design, we've done pants designs. We have access to do so many different things for different players.
So you're trying to be the one-stop shop then, huh?
Yeah, we try to do it. Yeah, we try to, it's we try to keep it in house, keeping cost affordable. That's that was kind of our goal behind it. I get a lot of people asking me about, with prices of neck protectors. I tell them, go to a Renaissance festival and ask for a 12-inch by 10-inch piece of chainmail, and you're going to pay $300-400 for it.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
You get that same piece, only it's just not steel colored, and it doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds. You're getting any colors you want. You're getting it starting at $65 to $65. And up depending on if you want custom piece or not. We wanted to keep it affordable for people, and that kind of rolls me into how one of the things that we got into was giving away Gatormailles to young guns, and we've been doing it since we started the company. Every event we go to, we print out it started as a certificate. Now it's an aluminum plaque that we print out, and we give that to the young gun, and then they get to come to the booth, and they can, if we have any still available for sale, they can pick one of those, take it with them, or they tell us what colors they want. We custom build it for them and then ship it to them at no cost. So that's one of the things for the young guns we do. We do have a few events each year where we actually put full young gun packages together. Folda Gap is one of the biggest ones we do, where we do a full setup, marker, tank, hopper, pod pack, Gatormaille mask, basically about $400 or $500 setup complete. And we give one to each side. No matter what side we're playing for, we don't care. We just, we want to make sure that happens. Last year overall, in 25, we attended 26 events. So that's 52 Gatormailles. We did 6 young gun complete packages. And then we gave away another, I think like 16 or 18 total Gatormailles for charity events and other events that we weren't able to attend.
You are the epitome of what this podcast is about.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know I speak for myself, but I'm sure I speak for most of the community. Thank you for what you do, brother.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Because you're making it possible for these young guns to go out and not necessarily feel embarrassed that they have a 98 custom and it's half broken and air's leaking. You're giving them some decent stuff to go out and play with. They feel like they're part of the in crowd, and they got the Gatormaille, they got a free entry. Sometimes I see that happens too with you guys. I've been to a lot of y'all's games, and not necessarily your games, but games where y'all donated stuff or whatever, and it's always something awesome from Gatormaille. Like any kid, if your name gets called for Gatormaille, be prepared for something good coming.
I appreciate that. I always tell everybody, I started playing paintball in 1992 when I was 17. I'm going to be 51 on Wednesday, so like 3 days from now. And
happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I started playing, and people gave me 68 carbines to play with and stuff, and I was happy. People gave me stuff to use, and I saved money, and I bought my first paintball gun. I was super excited because it was a Spider Classic. And living near Pittsburgh, the team I was playing for, we got sponsored by Smart Parts. And a lot of my guys, towards the, late 90s, they were getting into the shoebox shockers and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
I kind of gravitated towards guy that played for the All-Americans, Graham Easton. And Graham was a cocker guy. And I a lot of what I do with auto cockers and the fact that I love him so much is me really paying attention to what he did over the years. And I to this day, I think I've lost count on how many cockers I have. But I love every one of them. And it's just amazing. But people would give me stuff all the time to get me going. And I'll never forget that. And I believe in paying it forward. I'm 51. I keep seeing these older guys, Silver Fox from Fox's Den, Blue, all these guys. They're late 60s, early 70s at this point. And it's like, we can't play forever, guys. We can't. And if we don't get these kids to where they're comfortable being on a field and feel protected or what have you, where's our sport going?
Exactly. I touched on that on one of our earlier episodes where, like, I travel kind of like you. I travel a lot to different games, but you kind of see the same who's at every one of these games. There's no new face. Like here in North Carolina, you go to Maryland, those same people, that same core group is going to Maryland. Then you go to Michigan, so the torch has to be passed. So when these young people, they see that the old heads or whatever you want to call, the people that have been in the game a while are actually paying it forward, that's not only teaching them that, hey, whoever the who's are actually paying attention to me. They're wanting me to have this stuff, but it's teaching them, it's like you were when you were 17, stuff was given to you. So later on in life, they could keep the torch burning.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't play forever. And we need the younger players to step up and get out on the field, and they need to feel like they're, like they have backing. So that's something that we kind of pride ourselves in. We really enjoy doing that. I partnered with the field up in Erie, Pennsylvania called Pentagon Paintball. Dan is the owner up there, and him and I kind of went together and said, you know what? He gets a ton of walk-on and young kids, but they're always afraid to play scenario ball because they see, my guys out there or his guys out there in all of our fancy gear, and they're afraid. So every October we set up we go up on a Sunday and we do a learn how to play scenario game, and his team generals one side, my team generals the other, and we literally split all these walk-ons up, and we literally just set up a very baseline scenario game, a lot of attack and defend, prop collection, and we teach them how to do it. We give out awards to them, when at the end of the game, and we have a lot of fun with it. And the number of players that I see coming back for other games after they do this is just outstanding. And I've had mom and dads with 2 or 3 of their kids show up and, yeah, we're going to give this a go. And next thing I know, they come back to the next year's one. Dan's like, yeah, they've been back at the field like 5 or 6 times now, playing and having fun. That's what it's all about for us.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We bring a photographer up with us. He takes pictures and posts all the pictures up for anybody that's there. We really have a lot of fun with it. And again, it's strictly for those people. It's not for anything else.
Well, I got to say that the LXG has a couple policies, the team I run with there as well, too. We have quite a few different setups for people who've never played to come on and just grab it. I think we can outfit almost 10 people now. And it's just, I tell people, like, if you want to come out and play, I have a marker, a pod pack and pods and tank and everything you need. You just have to pay for your entry and paint, and then you run with us. And then it's no strings attached. If you come out and have a good time in the weekend and you're like, it's not really for me, you don't have to go out and buy all the gear.
Right, you don't have a lot invested in it.
Exactly.
And like I tell people, if you do get into it and you say, okay, I do like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to buy your own gear, and they're like, man, a marker is entry level marker, whatever, $500-600, 300-400, whatever, $300-600, whatever. Like this is expensive, but you're only going to buy it one time. You know what I mean? Like it's not like every game you're spending $1,000. It's just like any other hobby. It's a hobby. If you fish, you have to buy your fishing pole, your tackle. If you're a gearhead, you got to buy your tool, but you only buy it one time, and then you just got to buy bait, and then you just got to buy paint, and then you just got to buy, whatever it is your hobby is. So, and it's not that expensive of a sport to get into, especially if you run into a team of people. Most teams are going to look out for somebody that's new. Like I have 3-4 setups I bring with. I bring 3-4 hopper, 3-4 tanks, markers. So just in case, they're for me for back in case something goes down. But if there's somebody that needs a marker and theirs went down, then I have an extra, of course. I'll keep you in the game.
Yep.
And I could care less what side you're on. If we're cool, if I know you and you're on the opposite side, just bring it back to me after the game. Keep shooting.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, we just
absolutely. You want everybody to be out there having fun.
Exactly. It's not, there's no beer. To me, when I see people beefing or whatever you want to call it in the paintball community, to me, it blows my mind. Like, this is paintball. This is nothing is personal. It's nothing, just because we're playing against each other this game, next game, I'm playing with you. Like like Johnny Bravo, I XO'd for him at Scorch Earth this year, but I'm going against him. I'm on command staff for Boulder. There's no love lost. Like, it's all love. I went against him at Monster Game. No big deal. Like it's all love.
I couldn't tell you how many times I've been across the field from the Nomads, from Mutant 313, and we're firing back and forth at each other, and we're yelling back and forth, and then as we're coming off the field, it's hugs and handshakes.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that was a hell of a fight, dude. I love it. You know what I mean?
Stop by the camp. We'll have a drink. All right, cool.
Yeah. In the heat of the battle, that's what men do. That's what we're there for. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole purpose, to release that testosterone or whatever. But once you're off the field, there's nothing personal. It's all paintball. Some people, they get personal with it.
They forget it's nothing more than a game.
Oh, yeah.
It's a game. It's meant to relieve stress. I tell my coworkers all the time, because I, have to have a real job. I tell my coworkers all the time, they're like, "What'd you do this weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, I ran around in the woods and shot people and didn't go to jail."
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
like it's playing video games in real life. You know what I mean? Like, we get to play Call of Duty in real life. We get to blow stuff up. We get to throw smoke grenades and shoot rockets and fry tanks and stuff, like, and nobody dies.
You know what the best thing about that is, though, because that's a great comparison. It's just Call of Duty or Halo or whatever you want to do, but the person on the other line, you can hang out with right afterwards.
Oh, 100%.
A lot of times with the online stuff, you don't know who these people are. They're just faceless, faceless names on a screen, and it kind of dehumanizes the sport in general.
Yeah, some of these big games, you're meeting people from other countries, like Ion. There's people that come from Poland, Germany, Foldergat. People come from all over the world. I've met people from Germany, from Austria, from different places all over the world that'll just come to play paintball at a certain event. So it's almost like playing online, but you're playing, and like you said, you get to actually communicate with these people and shake their hands and stuff.
Mm-hmm. What was it? 2 weekends ago, last weekend, the weekend before at Tomb Raider, we had Colin all the way in from Scotland. He come in to play the event, and we had an absolute blast. He was amazing, great person. Got to talk to him a bit. Down at Fulda myself, I met guys from New Zealand and Australia a couple of years ago down there. It's amazing seeing these guys. again, growing up in Pittsburgh, I can remember meeting players from all over the world that used to come to the International Amateur Open that was held in Pittsburgh every year.
Right.
That's 45 minutes from where I live. The IAO, the International Amateur Open, it was something that, again, I the last year I played in it was 99. You know, but I played for those years, and seeing these teams from Japan and Germany and stuff, it was just awesome. You know, old school 10-man woods ball tournaments. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, meeting people, talking with people. You know, Brock and Echo have both seen our base camp set up. We tell everybody it's open door policy. You show up. If we're eating, grab something to eat. If we're sitting there playing video games, because we bring a big screen TV, a modded Xbox and stuff. We get out. We're playing video games.
They have a setup, dude.
Oh yeah.
Now I know where I'm going for Polda.
2 weekends ago at Tomb Raider, we brought an big inflatable screen and broke out the projector, and we sat there and watched the new Spider-Man illegally.
That's awesome.
But anybody that
allegedly,
anybody that would have wanted to come and hang out, show up. You know, you want something to drink? There's water in the cooler. There's some pop in the cooler. Help yourself.
Yeah, that's why I say Gatormaille is y'all are for the community, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
No, definitely not for yourself. And I've never heard anything negative about Gatormaille.
I appreciate that.
That's like we were talking over the weekend. You said that with the awards last year, what was that, Ambassador of the Year?
Yes. They did give me the Ambassador of the Year award at the one in Tampa at the beginning of the year for
Summit Awards or something.
Yeah, the Summit Award. I did win the Ambassador of the Year award. And I had no clue. Like, they called me and they were trying to kind of roundabout way to tell me I won this award. And they're like, "Can you come down to Tampa?" And I'm like, "I'm in the middle of work. I can't just up and leave work. This is Tuesday. You want me to be in Tampa on Thursday? It's not how my work works." And I'm like, "Why?" I said, "NXL I don't have my products in the NXL other than refs and photographers." And finally Cheryl was like, "Dude, you won an award. You won the Ambassador of the Year award." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that was a thing." I had no clue. But I'm honored that people see what I do and see what my company does. And it's like, yeah, here's all the stuff. Thanks a lot. You know, let us know if you need anything. And I'm like, I was honored to be given that award. It really hit home for me as far as that goes. Because again, I was taking care of coming into the sport. I want to take care of kids as they're coming through the sport as well.
And that's definitely well deserved.
Well deserved. And it went to, if it had to go to somebody, I would, if your name was there and I was a voter, I would have definitely vote for you.
I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
We are coming down to the last little bit. Let's get into the game coming up with Spaceballs.
Beautiful. So September 18th through the 20th at OX Western New York, OX Angelica GRC, up in Angelica, New York. This will be our 5th year producing an event up there. Again, it's going to be a 2-day event, free camping. There'll be some vendors up there. I always tell everybody we do try to put together a swap meet. So if you have anything you want to buy, sell, and trade, always bring that stuff up. If the weather is kind of rainy or what have you, there is a giant indoor indoor field there that you can camp on as well, which is awesome. So again, all that is going to be included. There's no charge for that. There'll be food trucks. There's a gelato trailer coming this year.
That gelato was amazing.
Yeah, that gelato was really amazing. But they're coming. They're going to be back for Spaceballs again as well. Friday night, if you come in on Friday night, we're setting up the big screen. We have a big popcorn machine coming. We're gonna do popcorn and a movie Friday. So bring your chairs. We're gonna play Spaceballs on the big screen. It is important to the game. I'll leave it at that. We have missions running Saturday
man.
and Sunday.
So there was a little clue. Anybody going to that game? He just gave you a little
That's
clue.
the only clue you're gonna get.
Make sure you watch the movie.
Final battle on Sunday. We have some custom made glass awards and award banners. We'll be doing awards. We're having a custom laser engraved Nova Cocker. Nova donates a gun to every one of our 2-day events. So we do have a Nova Cocker that's going to be getting laser engraved custom for the event by, again, one of my guys in-house. That'll be given away to somebody when we do awards and prizes at the end. That's kind of what we do. All of a good portion of our props, again, for most of our games are all collectible. So if you find something on the field and you bring it back to production, I check it off. You get to keep that and take it home with you. First 50 pre-regs will get the custom patch for the event. I will have extra patches there available for sale as well for those that are patch collectors. I believe it's $50 pre-reg, $60 the weekend of for both days. It also paint, I believe, is either 60 or 65 a case. The paint that's supplied at that field has been shooting absolutely amazingly. Haven't heard any issues with that whatsoever. But again, come on out, have some fun, play for Dark Helmet, play for Lone Star, enjoy some stuff there. We may have somebody who is on this podcast that is going to be an NPC for that event. I think we're going to have him be President Scroob.
Allegedly.
But again, it's all about the players having fun. We want to make sure everybody has a good time. We build lunch breaks into our events as well. I've been to a lot of events that don't build lunch breaks in. Lunch breaks are necessities, especially when you're in the heat of the summer and everything.
It's a good thing. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's a good thing when the producer forces you to stop in this heat, because there's a lot of people they'll just keep going. You know what I mean? Like I've seen some people just pass out. They're puking. They're just heat exhausted. So when you're forced to stop, you're forcing them to have their body take a break for that hour, which I think is a good thing. Sorry to cut you off, but go ahead.
Oh, no. Something else that we do is we don't run a continuous game. Our games are set up, they're mission-based games, and our missions are 40-minute missions with 20-minute resets. So the game is not continuously going. At the end of the 40-minute mission, either the missions are completed or they're not. The players come off, because I like to watch dynamics of games, and I look at a game and, hey, this is going on all day, and I watch players finally like, guys, I'm out of pain, I'm out of air, I need to get off. You lose 20, 30 players sometimes, and that decimates an entire game. But when you're able to reset that game and, hey, you guys completed this mission, your base is now you have a forward respawn base now. You don't have to go all the way back because you completed this mission, and we build our missions to kind of give advantages like that if they complete them. So you're earning things as you complete your missions, but we do
like a checkpoint.
Yep. 40 minutes on, 20-minute reset, so people can get water, people can,
and you don't lose your advancement. You're gonna, wherever your last checkpoint was, you get to start back there after the 20 minutes.
Correct.
Awesome.
So is this in the format style of like Mission Masters then?
Very similar to Mission Masters, only Mission Masters, when they do theirs, okay, we're on this field for 30 minutes, and then we're going to come off for 30 minutes, and we're changing it completely and going to a different part of the field.
Makes sense.
Ours runs the full gamut of the game, and it just keeps building on top of itself as it goes.
Okay. That sounds
And
like
again,
a lot of fun.
Like Cliff said, it also gives my refs a break. It gives us a chance. It gives us a chance to reset props. Resetting props can be difficult when you're trying to get props put out and it's a continuous game. I want to get a prop placed and I don't want people to see where it's at. I want them to find it. Well, if you got people out there, they're going to see where you're going. So we spent a lot of time working on our routine, and I can't thank my production staff that works with me enough for what they do, because we have gone through the gamut of this worked, this didn't work, this worked. Eli, vote pop. Thank you, buddy. We've gone through so many things that have worked and worked okay, and now we're starting in. Yeah, this is really working, so let's keep rolling with this. And we got this technique that works, and a lot of people are, oh, we don't know how this is going to go, and then they play it, and then they're like, oh, this was actually a lot smoother than what I anticipated. And a lot of people have fun with it. We did our first game earlier in the year in the Midwest out at Future Ball, and we got a huge compliment from the field owners. Sunday, my wife and I were hanging out, and they come up and hung out at our camp with us, and they're like, we have not seen a more together group of producers and refs than you and your guys. You guys were on the same page all weekend. Everything ran super smooth. And I'm like, that's the best compliment you can give me and my guys, period, because that's the goal. You know, you're always going to have players, they're not calling their shots. They're wiping this and that and the other. They're overshooting me. That's never going to leave the game.
No.
It's not going to leave the game. But we're not having fights on their field. We're not shooting people out of dead boxes. We're having fun, and people are coming off the field about missions, and they were laughing about it, and they were like, dude, this was the coolest thing ever, and that's again, I say it a million times. I want to see the players coming off laughing, joking, and having a good time, and looking at me and going, dude, I don't think I've had this much fun playing a paintball game all year.
Yeah, that's the whole goal, I would imagine. I know it's the goal for me is at the end of an event, I could say I had fun. We had a blast. If you win something, you win something. Win or lose, you're out there playing paintball. You know what I mean? You're away from the real life. It's like I tell people all the time, I live in a community of which is paintball that is so small to the outside world. Most of the time I say I play paintball, they're like, oh, you mean like those blow up things? No, because mainstream paintball is speedball. You know what I mean? Like when people think of it, they think of speedball. So to the outside world, we're in such a small bubble that like we have to take care of each other, and we have to try to expand that bubble. I feel like it's our duty. And in order to do that, you have to have a good time. Nobody's going to want to come if they see people arguing, fighting, cursing out refs or whatever the case might be. Like nobody wants to see that. Nobody's coming, but nobody wants their child at something like that. Or, I know I'm a grown man and I don't want to see that. I want to see people having a good time. I mean, yeah, we got some banter. We could talk our crap to each other, but keep it moderate, keep it respectful, and that's it. Have fun.
Yep.
Well, that's like what Eli's saying. The producers got to do better to work together, support each other out there. We had something come up earlier this week where it looked like a game maybe overlapped, and hopefully with the communication, everything's been sorted out. We got to be supporting each other out there.
Yeah, that's a thing too. Like you have the player side of it, and then you have the business side of it. And of course, the business side of it is your producers, your field owners, your product owners. You have, some places you could vend for free, some places you have to pay. Like there's a lot of things that happen outside of what the player actually sees.
Yep.
So the same way the players have to have a a code of conduct per se. You know what I mean? There should be some lines that should not be drawn amongst the the business side of it, where some producers, it'd be awesome to see some producer do a collaboration. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Me and you, let's get together and put on this super game. You know what I mean? Let's put on this mega 4-day game or something. You know what I mean? Where they could pull from all their resources. They might have different resources and make a huge game or something. Like that'd be awesome to see. But I don't know, because I'm not on the business side of it. I don't know if it's ego, if it's money that gets in the way. I don't know what it is, but
yes, and yes, and yes.
Right, exactly. So, I could speculate, but if people would look past that and like producers come together, field owners come together, and don't have to be every day, every single game, but a game a year or something from 2 producers, and that would be that would open a lot of eyes in the community and say, wow, like if they're getting along, I have to go to that. If so-and-so is doing a game with so-and-so, I have to be at this game because I know so-and-so does a great game. And so if they put this together, it would be awesome.
That gets back to, I'd love to see companies head to head again, just like the Viper Fear game, Smart Parts versus Spec Ops. That was amazing to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. That would bring a lot of attention back to the scenario world. You know what I mean? Like all the attention is definitely on the speedball world. When people outside of paintball think of paintball, they think of speedball, which is fine because it is a sport we love too. But we're on the side of it of scenario paintball. It's kind of where it all started, playing in the woods.
Yep, they all started in the woods.
Yep, but again, guys, thank you for having me on. Again, Spaceballs, September 18th through the 20th at OX Western New York, Angelica. If you check out the event page, you will notice on there that there are T-shirts and hoodies available for pre-sale. I'm only doing pre-sale because I don't want to print a whole bunch of them and kind of not have them. But pre-sale is going to end on those at the end of August. That way I get them in time for the event. But there are a T-shirt and a hoodie for Dark Helmet side and a T-shirt and hoodie for Lone Star. Gatormaille products, you can find us online. On Gatormaille.com. You can purchase directly through our website there. If you have questions about specific colors or anything, email me directly at gatormaille@gmail.com or message me directly through our Facebook page.
Do you have any other plugs? Do you have IG or anything like that?
If you do Instagram, Facebook, or anything and put in Gatormaille, it's going to take you directly to us.
There you go.
And we will put some links to both the game and Gatormaille in our Facebook page, just in case, just so people can find it there. So we all work together as a family here. But we have gotten very much to the end of our time here. We got to be able to say goodnight to everybody. So if you are ready to come out and have a legendary game out at Spaceballs, you just make it on out there. Find the link in our Facebook page, and we'll get it there for you. And in the meantime, every single one of you, I mean this in the nicest way, have a great weekend. And if you know the movie, you know what that was. Toodaloo!
Talk to you guys later.